The following is brought to you by the People's National Party.
Make the trumpets play. Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them graves. To get champion, we can do it together. When we look at the future of precipice, we see Jamaica needs the vision of the PNP. People said the bag of promises, them can't carry go shop. And the crime rate getting higher, wonder when it does now come Rex. Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them graves. To get champion.
The proceeding was brought to you by the People's National Party.
Eternal Father, bless, guide us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our light through comfort. To our leaders, great defenders, grant wisdom from above, justice, truth be ours forever, Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak. Give us wisdom lest we perish.
The following is a public service announcement.
The Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force and One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation invite Jamaican patriots and friends in the tri-state area to the second staging of a call to action. Meet us on Friday, May 10th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Jamaica's Consulate, located at 300 East 42nd Street, corner 2nd Avenue in Manhattan. That's a call to action for Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica who are seeking the best solutions for Jamaica. May 10th at 9 a.m. at the Jamaican Consulate at 42nd Street and 2nd Avenue. Listen to Reason with Radigan Saturdays at 3 p.m. on Reggae Global Radio and YouTube for updates.
Hello and welcome. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Hope everyone is having a wonderful and productive week so far. Tonight's topic is the Andrew Holness Year 2023 Statutory Declaration, and your host as usual, Baron and Marie. So welcome to those in television land, welcome to those of our silent supporters, and welcome to everyone in the chat. And we just want to say a big thank you to, I want to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers and welcome to the Mystic family. Remember guys, when you come in, to thumbs up the live, share us out if you can, and if you're new to the channel, please show us some support by subscribing. That will be greatly appreciated. Before I welcome those in the chat, I just want to make, I'm going to put it up in a little bit, a correction to something I said. I'm not sure if the person is going to be here tonight, but even with the replay, they will be able to see that. And I did put out a message to say it was an institution that I was mentioning that does great work with persons who have problems with institutions such as the RGD passport office or any entity that you're doing business with in Jamaica. And then there is a timeline with agreement and stuff. If they fail that, then it's the Consumers Affairs Commission. I made a mistake with the name of the entity, and the message was specifically for Queen Shiro. I tried to message to find her YT info on YouTube to send a message directly to her, but I wasn't able to. Or so the institution is Consumers Affairs Commission, and they do a great job in helping people out. I know a lot of persons are not aware that this institution exists, or this is what they do in helping persons, but I've used them quite a number of times and always get good results when you are at a deadlock with the RGD passport office or wherever. They will intercede on your behalf and get whatever you need done in a timely manner. All right, so let me just welcome Lyris Beckford, Yvonne Bradford, Elaine Walker, Marva Mills, Don Mel, Youngans, Judith Livermore, Gilmore Jarrett, Yvonne Johnson, Carlott Williams, Joan Brown, Una Vassal, the Isaacs family, Chris B, Rennie Swaby, Abina Sarkody, Don Mel, okay, same time, mistake. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, and a happy Tuesday again to everyone. I'm going to turn over to Baron so we can start the discussion. Clive Roberts, welcome. Good night. Forever Young, welcome, welcome. All right, so Baron, over to you.
All right, thank you, wifey, as usual. Right, I want to say a big thanks to all the new subscribers and all the subscribers who have been following us until now. Right, we really appreciate that. I want to say, much thanks, because it is your strength that, definitely energizes us, right? To know that you take, a special time out of your time to spend with Mystic Sensation on a Tuesday or on a Friday, right? We really, really appreciate that. So big thanks to you all, right? Big thanks. Now, we have seen some situation, right, still, troubling as it relates to the Westmoreland area, where, some people are still out of the use of water. And it's for simple reason as it relates to, the understanding that these people, right, being simply sabotaged as a result of, that particular area, right, with persons voting for the People's National Party for the local government election, right? That is the information that I have received as it relates to what they believe that they have been sabotaged, right? And if this is so, it is really a sad day in our politics that, a party can, generate what you call controlled drought, right? Specifically to certain set of people as a result of their action. I mean, look, it's a democratic country, right? It's a democratic country, and people have the right to vote for who they want to vote for, right? Now, I am going to play a clip as it relates to the councillor, the PNP councillor, who had become successful as it relates to the local government election. And as such, as a result of that, right, these people are facing peril. We know very well that this is a strategy, right, that has been utilized from way as in 1974 going up to the 80 election, right? That is one of Jamaica Labour Party's strategy, right? And still being utilized through the history of our politics where Jamaica Labour Party is concerned, right? We have the facts and we can prove that. Now, I'm going to play a clip for persons to hear the council. So it is not Mystic Sensation, right, making up stuff and, saying stuff. I'm going to make people hear the councillor, right, speaking out on these issues seeking help from the government, right, to make sure that those people get basic commodity like water. Can you imagine? So without any delay, let us play this clip on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, just, to clear the air, I want people to just hear the counselor.
Good afternoon, TikTok land. This is Julian Chang, your counselor for the South Division. Now, I would like to talk about a few things. One is water. From February until now, the residents in Savlamar have been getting little or no water. And it is the duty and the responsibility of the National Water Commission to provide water for the residents. The people are complaining. I don't know what transpired as it relates to water since the election, but it's 2 months now. The residents have gotten no water. Mind you, it is not the councillor's responsibility to provide water. However, we try to help out because we have a heart. So we try to truck water into the communities. Trucking waters into the communities of Bush, Darling Street, Harmony Town, Russia, Cook Street is not enough. Seaton Crescent is not enough. We cannot truck enough water to the residents. The residents need water. The Prime Minister came on some time ago and said he has allocated some funds to the Member of Parliaments and thanks to the Member of Parliaments to assist the communities. I'm now asking this question. Where is the money being used to help, and where are the tanks that the residents are supposed to get? One resident told me that she had to use concrete to hold the tank on the top of our house because they cut the pipe and tried to steal the tank. This is how desperate the situation has gotten in Savlamar. The people them not have no water for bid. National Water Commission. Prime Minister, the people them not have no water for bid. Minister of Water, the people them not have no water for bid. Member of Parliament, the people them not have no water for bid. I can do so much. I cannot satisfy everyone in Savlamar whilst I'm trucking water. It's impossible because the council does not make an allocation for that either. So, I went on CVM News and I spoke about it. And I'm talking to the TikTok nation right now and my viewers and my followers to see if this can get anywhere, because it doesn't seem like it's getting anywhere. So I'm asking you to share this, so at least it can reach to the Prime Minister or the Minister of Water, because the news did not reach. Yeah? And I'm not comfortable being the councillor for the area and knowing that the residents and the constituents are going through so much. And it is out of my hands to help. I can't help, so let me speak. Children need to go to school. Uniform have to wash. Hygiene. What is the fix? What is NWC gonna do? I need to know. And the residents need an answer. Because it is way out of proportion now. I went to a funeral today. And there were at least 20 persons who complained of no water. I was elected by the people of Savlamar. And we need answers for the people of Savlamar. The other subject I want to touch is the garbage collection. There's no garbage truck in Seaton Crescent. There's no garbage truck in Desta area. There's no garbage truck goes over Newtown, over Bush. No time at all. NSWA, we need an office here in Savlamar where we can see you to speak to you. Right? We need proper disposals of garbage. We need skips. And we need the residents and the constituents' garbage to be picked up. Because it is out of my hand. The councillors are not responsible for garbage collection. It's a national solid waste. And I'm asking the relevant authorities to do their jobs. When the residents complain that the garbage is not being picked up, there are rats in the communities, and you know what that spells. A breaking out of diseases. And that's a health matter. I'm asking for water, and I'm asking for proper garbage collection in the Savannah Lamar division. Please and thank you. If this video crosses you, please share it so it can get to the relevant people, because talking on the TV is not working. So I'm now talking on TikTok. I love you all. My residents of Savlamar, my constituents of Savlamar, I am doing all that I can within my capacity and within my power to ensure that the relevant authorities do what they're supposed to do. Thank you.
All right. Let Mystic Sensation speak now. So what those people are experiencing is what we call a political persecution. A political persecution because as a result of those people made a choice to vote against the Jamaica Labour Party councillor. And so that prior to February 26, the area was okay, no drought. Prior to February 26, prior to the local government election, Westmoreland was okay, Westmoreland was fine. Right? Now, a situation where the people made up their mind, right, as it relates to the democratic process, and voted for the People's National Party councillor. They have been punished. Now, let us bring facts right to the table and show you other areas, right, as a result of a PNP member of parliament, right, within that area. They are sabotaging the area, just to say that, okay, it is the PNP member of parliament who's supposed to fix the area. Jamaica Labour Party, you are the government. You are the government. So you can't fool people with that. Your manipulation, what you're doing, can't fool people with that. We know that this is your history. And Andrew Holness, you are behind everything that is happening. Yes, you are behind everything that is happening. Now, let us show the pattern that exists, right, as it relates to she being the PNP councillor in the area, that area being sabotaged. We're going to show another area as it relates to the Tri-Bridge, where the PNP member of parliament is there. That area being sabotaged. So without any delay, let us play Manchester. Okay. Just to show the pattern, right? Just to show the pattern that there's a pattern exists with the Jamaica Labour Party.
People going to lose them life, even not too long. A guy was coming from school before the school closed, coming from Knox, and he nearly drowned.
I was coming across with my father and he was showing me where to put my foot and hold on, and he tied a rope on a wire. So when I hold on to it, it just slip out and I lost balance and I went under the water and I went under some stones and I had to hold my breath that I could come out. There was kind of swelling and I had a few cuts on my foot, but I still have fear of going across there.
His clothes was like he was rolling in the mud. The pants and the shirt have no use again. I threw them away. He was all cut up. I was here the evening waiting for him to come home from school. And I waited about 6:30, going up to 7. Then I get a phone call that he fell in the river. It was so devastating to me. I was so nervous, I started to cry. I didn't know what to do.
We were on the bridge. We are suffering. Everything we are dead now. Are dead. Right, we can't get on. Not in post office, we can't go to post office. Imagine that.
And all the people around Chilani suffering. There's nothing. Me have to walk on the bridge like this with the load and the bamboo with a piece, with a rope. And when you come down, neither children, right now, nobody can walk here. If I come down,
the situation up there is dire. August of this year makes 1 year that that bridge collapsed. And we would love to hear something in short order, even a cuss, so that persons know what to expect from what not to expect. Because like we have been having rain, school starts next Monday. I know for a fact that many students have been transferred from the schools. I know that teachers who live in Manchester or St. Elizabeth that have to go to the school on a daily basis because you have a primary school, a basic school, and a high school in Troy.
It seems as if we do not have any right or we don't have any say. It looks like we just left alone. This road lead you from Negril Point to Moran Point. And when we look, we cut off all together. We have our crops. It coming like everything just lay waste.
And I have a grandson who goes to Homewood High. And he has to get up from 5 a.m. in the morning and leave here, the latest 15 to 6. And can you imagine going all the way to Balaclava, getting something to Mandeville, and from Mandeville to Christiana, and in the same thing in the evening? Can you max out
and
that?
And if we have the bridge, just one taxi straight to Christiana.
And he could easily walk, goes to Troy.
Yeah.
And when in the evening when he comes off the taxi, he just come down.
Okay, so let us take away that. Right? Now, and this grieved me to the core. This cut me to the core, but Andrew Holness, let me tell you something. Time is drawing nigh. And I'm telling you, Andrew, right? All of this that you have been doing, right? Yes, it's going to come at you tenfold. I am telling you, I'm guaranteeing you that. Now, let me just remind Jamaica of something as it relates to what Jamaica Labour Party known for, as it relates to the level of cruelty and wickedness to our Jamaican people. We all remember the Eventide home. This particular government, the Jamaica Labour Party government, put over 100 elderly people to their death, fiery grave. People of Jamaica, listen to me. You can Google this and know the information. Jamaica Labour Party responsible to put more than 100 elderly people in a fiery grave in the Eventide Home. Edward Sear ended the court process as a result of that, because Edward Siaga knew very well that it is his government who had done it. The Jamaica Labour Party cannot say it is a lie. I play the clip as it relates to the CIA giving information, confessing as it relates to what GLP had done. It is there. I have the evidence, I have the clip. And so then, why should we Jamaicans be surprised when you see this sort of political maneuvering as it relates to, that sort of political trickery and manipulation to the Jamaican people? Right? The patterns are just the same. So when Warmington, when Dirty Mouth Warmington came out and said the PNP Council is not going to get any money and no water is not going to run, you have to piss in the pipe. Now you see that he wasn't running any joke. He wasn't running any joke. He was serious as it relates to the first time he said it. Because that is how they are in terms of manipulating people. And you can see their political machinery is working. But let me tell you something, Andrew. With Mystic Sensation and other channels that are here, you will not be able to succeed the general election. The longer you stay, right now, as we speak, is the more seat that you are going to lose. The People's National Party currently has 14 seats. Let me tell you something. I am guaranteeing you that victory is going to be with the People's National Party, and you are going to have less than 14. Remember that I say this today to you, Andrew Holness, because your corruption has to be undone. Yes. Now, let us play this. Okay. Now, let me show you, before you lift it up, hold on. Let me show you, Andrew Holness, that Jamaicans are getting wiser. We on social media, right? We are disseminating the information as it relates to facts. So regardless of the minions, the GLP minions and TikTok and anywhere that they are, right? Saying stuff that they can't present the facts. When we speak information, we present the facts. So when we hear GLP minions and TikTok are on YouTube speaking lies and spelling venom, ask them to present facts like how Mystic Sensation present facts. Ask them to present facts like how Aromatic present facts. Ask them to present facts like how Wayne Lonesome present facts. Ask them to present facts like how Rattigan present facts and many other more. Ask them to present the facts. Ask them to present the history, the source to back up their lies. If you notice, many of the times of which they speak, they will not present facts. They will speak loosely about FinSac. They complete the FinSac report, and all know they cannot release the FinSac report. But yet, Andrew Holness and his political platform are up on his propaganda pulpit saying JP, PNP responsible for FinSac. Andrew Holness, show the report. The Jamaican people know you. The Jamaican people know you. And over the time, because the Jamaican people are studying you and the Jamaican people are getting the facts from us, not from mainstream media. Mainstream media being suppressed by you. But to the fact that the people are getting the facts, this is what the result look like. Now we are going to show what the result look like. Yes. Let us look and see what the result look like. Share?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's share.
All right.
But I don't think it's a video. It's just the statistics.
Okay. So all right.
It's just.
So there's the statistics, right? That you are worried about. PNP extend leads. This is what you're nervous about, Andrew Holness, right? Now, currently in September 2023, you're at 26.1, PNP 29.5. In April, as we speak, 2024, you are at 29, and the PNP is at 36.8. Are they seeing it? I want the people to see, right, that the Jamaican people are pulling away from you, Andrew Holness. Right? Yes, take it away. Now, people, now remember that we are going to get to the Integrity Commission report because we have the report. And we are going to be releasing, right, some more names that we are going to put out there tonight. And we are going to get through that report, right? Last week, we had spoke about VAS, and in the report that we read out last week. And so then we understand the outcome. But before we get into the Integrity Commission report, right, to reveal those, we are going to reveal some more of KSMAC because KSMAC full of corruption in it. And Andrew Holness, let me tell you something. Time is catching up on you. Time is catching up on you and Juliet, right? Because forensic audit is going to run at KSMAC, and you can't escape it. Delroy Williams cannot save you. And Delroy Williams, I am warning you. I am warning you, right? Don't get in the middle of an investigation, right? Don't get, I am warning you, right? Stay clear and don't try to interrupt the investigation. The Jamaican people need to know what is happening with their tax dollars. So let me warn you. You don't, because we know that the primary purpose for you, Delroy Chuck, is to interrupt. Further, the primary reason for you, Delroy Williams, not Delroy Chuck, right? The primary reason for you getting the deputy is to interrupt. and interfere with investigation. You are not there for nothing else, anything else. So let us call out, right, your intentions, right? What Juliet Holness and Andrew Holness put you there for, right? But it is not going to work. Let me warn you, it is not going to work. Now let us look at this and see how Jamaica Labour Party is utilizing tactics to cause a constitutional dilemma. Now, let me tell you something, Andrew. Your main protector, right, has been kicked out of the DPP office. Yes. And no matter what you do, right, with all the trickery, where you went on record and act as if you are not extending the DPP time, and then you keep a meeting, right, and have Delroy truck, right, go and extend her time, right, because you want to be on record to say, okay, the DPP is not doing you any favor, the DPP is doing you a favor. Your reverse psychology is not going to work. We know you, Andrew Holness. We know you, Andrew Holness. After you be on record. So what you're running with your propaganda, your disinformation and your misinformation to say that you are on record because they didn't want to sign the extension for the DPP. Then, right, 2 months after that, you approve it. You approve it. You, Andrew Holness, approve it. Who do you think you're fooling? Huh? Who do you think you're fooling? Right? You're as messy as your statutory declaration that you present. That is how messed up you are as it relates to your statutory declaration that you have presented. A messed up statutory declaration. Right? That is how messed up, right, you are. Now, before I go into that, right, I want to just, speak with full clarity that we are going to be, cognizant of GLP, right, political strategies and all what been playing out. And this is why you are going to get more than a landslide beating, Andrew Holness. Right? Now, let me speak of this before anyone speak on it. And I'm going to open Jamaicans' eyes to something before I play the next clip. Let me speak a little bit. March 31st was the final date for parliamentarians to submit their statutory declaration. Today, Jamaican people, is February, what date?
Today is April.
Today is April 30th. Remember, people, March 31st is the deadline, right, for members of parliament and all those people who ought to file their statutory declaration. March 31st was the deadline. Now, we are at April 30th. I want to ask something, and I want Mark Golden to get on top of this. Right? Don't believe that you are going to suppress that information, Andrew Holness, because we know that your 2023 statutory declaration cannot be certified. Your 2021 cannot be certified. Your 2022 cannot be certified. And the 2023 cannot be certified. Right? So the rumbling in the Jamaica Labour Party, let me tell you plain and straight, Andrew Holness, You and Juliet Holness are the virus in the Jamaica Labour Party. You and Juliet need to resign. You and Juliet Holness are the virus in Jamaica Labour Party. And not only in Jamaica Labour Party, you're a virus in the country. Yes, Andrew. You, Andrew Holness, and Juliet Holness, both are a political virus. Right? Your moral base has been flatlined. Your moral base has been flatlined. And so then we understand where you want to take the country in. You want to put the country in a turmoil because you know that the people finish away with you. You know that. So when you have people like Vanessa running out and talking about PNP strategy and poll with our BS, Vanessa find time to run out, right? And speaking garbage and lost her seat. Well, guess what? Dan Anderson, he was warning you. And Dan Anderson's prediction was correct. And that's why, Vanessa, you have lost your seat. So then you who, right, who has lost your seat, coming out talking about PNP strategy. When your strategy fails you are crazy. This is how crazy the Jamaica Labour Party people are. Right? But when they want to believe it, Florence Hamilton, and you see how they are going to lead Helka is one of the virus to saying don't touch Juliet. Exactly, Florence. Right? He spent time in terms of saying don't touch Juliet because he also want to be protected too, you know. He also want to be protected too because he's highly exposed. Right? But things are come up to bomb. Let me say that. Right? Let us hear the ridiculousness of the Jamaica Labour Party in pursuit. You understand? Wanting to appeal, but they know that they are not going to win. And so then it is just tactics of utilizing delay tactics. Urel, if you get that social media is out here for them, tell them Urel. Make them know so we are here. Right? And when they tell the lies, we show the evidence. All right. Let us. All right. Big up yourself, Aromatic. All right, people, remember enough to support Aromatic. Tara in the chat. Big up yourself, Tara. Beyond the echoes, right? Remember to support our lieutenants, right? Aromatic, big up yourself. So then now let me just get now very serious now with this as it relates to what, right? The next clip that we are going to play. Attorney says DPP.
Okay. Right, 1 sec, guys. Just make sure.
Okay, straight?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. Attorney says DPP has not resigned. Whether she want to resign, yes or no, she get kicked out and she's not going back there. So Paula Llewellyn, let me tell you that plain. You will not be going back into the DPP office. Right? So when they want to resign, yes or no, it's your business. Okay, let us move on. And let us play this so that the people can hear it.
As far as I'm aware, and what I said in the paper this morning is that she has not resigned from office. Now, as to her current status, that's beyond my remit. I think that's really a matter for the Attorney General, the Public Service Commission, and possibly the Minister of Justice, because I wouldn't really want to trespass on what are their views and their official view. I mean, when we get that, then I will know how to advise my client. But sufficient until the day, no, it's not something. I have my own personal view, but sufficient until the day I wouldn't be in a position to proffer a view on that at this juncture.
All right, take it away. Now, Paula Llewellyn, you let me warn you. Whether you want to resign, yes or no, you put back your foot in the office and make we know. Right? We heard that you have been there, right, 6 o'clock in the morning. However, we have no such proof. And so then we're letting that slide until we can get some proof. But if we know that indeed that you have gone back there, well, you know, say, Paula Llewellyn, it's trouble your way. So let me tell you that. And so then you're going to have to see that office wanting to go back inside, and you will not go back inside there. Yes, whatever you want to protect, time come. Yes, Paula Llewellyn, whatever you want to protect, and you didn't get the time, now time come for you to move on. Leave the evidence behind. Make sure that nothing being tampered with. Let me warn you, Paula Llewellyn. You don't try to make the DPP office become a crime scene. Because that's seeming like what you want to do. Right? Anything that you remove from that office, right, you shall be accountable for it. Let us warn you. Right? Keep yourself away, Paula. Keep yourself away. So if you're listening to me and you are going there, right, be prudent, Paula. Be prudent. Stay away from the DPP's office. Stay away. Now, let me show you Paula Llewellyn. The reason why you are not in the office, and the reason why this predicament reached you. When we look at the situation in terms of where you fail to insert yourself, when you see clear corruption, and you folded your hand and you look left, that is why you're in this predicament, Paula Llewellyn. Now let me play one such case. Without any further delay, let us. Okay. Yes, Paula, let me just speak out of business. Now, people, here it is. 81 million and counting taxpayers foot mounting salary bill for 7 officials sent home. Those acting in their absence, right? In the previous one, yeah, this is one of them will get sent to home. Mark Barnett, previous. Taxpayers are bearing the weight of an 81 million and rising salary bill for 7 suspended public officials as a result of drawn-out investigation and administrative limbo within the government agencies. You see why you have to go and Paula Llewellyn? Yes. Because you are not inserting justice. The $81 million represent the total pre-tax basic salaries of the officials whose cases grabbed national attention over the last 29 months. Yes, Paula, this is the reason why you're out there. When accounting for benefits and their temporary replacement, the cost for shedding light on the financial repercussions of prolonged suspensions. The Jamaica Civil Service Association, which said it is aware of 8 of its members being suspended from work, argued that added to that cost is the emotional and psychological impact persons whose faith hang in the balance. The union's head, Teka Clark Griffiths and St. Patrice Ennis, who leads the Jamaican Confederation of Trade Union, insists that the regulations need to change to put a time limit for investigation or reinstatement. Well, Paula will need to do her work, insert herself. Right? The 7 cases examined by the Sunday Gleaner involve persons who have been off the job from 6 months to more than 2 years. They include Dr. Grace McLean, the Chief Education Officer in the Education Ministry, right, who involved in corruption, and 3 from Art, right, Institution Trust, Jamaica Skills Training Agency, Novlet Denton Price, Senior Director of Corporate Services, and former Acting Manager Solicitor, right, Managing Director, Sonia Ingleton, Senior Manager, Human Resources Management, and Annex Dixon, Manager, Human Resources. 2 other instances relate to Sean Martin, Field Inspector and Deputy Head of Planning at the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. Not telling you, not telling you, people. The KSMAC, let me tell you something, Delroy Williams. You back off of my investigation, you know. And about the intercepting about. And Assistant Building Surveyor Calvert Sutherland. The 7th case involves National Water Commission and NWST President Mark Barnett. Persons have been appointed to act in at least 5 of the roles pending the outcome of the cases. The salary of persons, and you know that the DPP insert herself in the 1 year and said that she is not going to pronounce any charges. So this is why the DPP want to be in the office, you know. Status quo of the Jamaica Labour Party corruption. So this is why we are reading out these things to show Jamaica, people locally and in the diaspora, who you are. The salary of a person acting role typically comprises their substantive pay plus the difference between the that pay and the lowest point of the pay scale for the person in whose stead they are acting. Right? Grace McLean, who was acting permanent secretary in the Education Ministry, was first sent on leave in October 2021 and interdicted in January 22. Yes, serve right to be interdicted because you're a fingersmith. Grace McLean, you're a fingersmith. Right? And this is the thing now with the Jamaica Labour Party. Many of them who are associated with the Jamaica Labour Party, they are fingersmiths. Her substantive post is Chief Education Officer. She was suspended after an Auditor General report recommended surcharge proceedings against her for her part in the reported loss of $124 million allocated to the Joint Committee on the Tertiary Education. She has denied the allegations. In September 23, Financial Secretary Darlene Morrison advised McLean that the surcharge notice was withdrawn because 3 years has passed, and that's what do. You understand? And that part of Llewellyn want to do. You understand? Execute, right? And whole up process, do all of that, and then part of Llewellyn come in. Oh, time limitation. Take it away. Wife. Yes. That is what Paula Llewellyn wants to do. Protect the Jamaica Labour Party corruption status quo. Right? Why, Paul? Why? That you are now, right, putting yourself in the abyss of corruption.
But Baron, just with what you just read, with all of these people who are on administrative leave and still receiving pay, and yet we have to pay somebody else to be sitting in their stead working as well. So we are double paying. And this is a more burden on taxpayers. And yet the government ball every day about them don't have the money. So what kind of foolishness is this? Everything is being stretched out. These people are sitting at home collecting money, not doing anything, yet somebody else is in the office collecting money in the space that they should have been because the investigations are being drawn out. So we're paying double.
Yes, and
for the same work that they would have been doing. If they're on administrative leave, they should not be getting the pay.
Right? And you're so right on it with that. So right.
It is ridiculous.
Right? Because, and this is how Andrew Holness talking about he cares to our Jamaican people, and Jamaican people must give him a third chance. After all of these, Andrew Holness, what you have done? You and your party, what you have done? Right? Look at Royal Reid. Royal Reid supposed to go back to court January 12th. Right? Anyone of Jamaican citizen have an understanding of the status of that case? Any Jamaican hearing anything? Right? So you put these people in their respective place. To what? To rob taxpayers? To rob us? And we are to continue with you and you want it. You're a virus. Let me tell you that. You are a virus. Right? Now, let me show people, right, when we talk about the art of corruption as it relates to the DPP. The art of corruption. Now, I am going to expose Megawatt Patrick Bailey too. Yes, Megawatt. Right? The level of corruption, Robert Stewart. Why is it Royal Reid case cannot be tried? Exactly. Exactly. Because Paula Llewellyn, Robert Stewart, it is because of Paula Llewellyn. Right? All of these things because of Paula Llewellyn. Now, Jamaican people, I am going to put out a case, right, and expose the viciousness within the Jamaica Labour Party. When we're talking about Jamaica Labour Party viciousness, right, trust me, it equally compares with air. And I'm not in any joke, right? What Andrew Holness is now doing is totally unprecedented when it comes to corruption. No other prime minister has ever done the level of corruption that Andrew Holness has done. I am saying it openly. I am saying it publicly. Because when I look at your statutory declaration, big man, when I look on your statutory declaration, Andrew Holness, you have a lot of answers. You have a lot of answers. Right? So let us go to this and let us open Jamaican eye with this. And this goes again against Paula Llewellyn. Right? Because we have the evidence that we know. We don't come out and talk and we don't show the evidence without any delay. Let us play this. It's not opening. It will not open. So you have to subscribe and it's upgrade over. It will not open. Okay. Sorry. All right. I have to apologize for that clip because wifey said it is not opening. Right, because this is from the Miami Herald. But you know what? We are going to start it out because this is important. Right? This is important where the Miami Herald, let me say it out clear on the channel, where the Miami Herald was actually reporting, you understand, on Jamaica murder yarn as political ties with a Scotland Yard twist. So for people who want to Google that information, because we're having some problem now in open it, let me tell you exactly what it is. Right? It is the Miami Herald, and it's titled Jamaica Murder Yarn Has Political Ties with a Scotland Yard Twist. So people can write it down, right, and read on it. All right, because we know where to go and get the evidence. Now, let us show the history of the DPP, right? People, just pay some patience with me, because, we still get into the Integrity Commission report and dash out who need to throw it out there, right? Now, let us get into the case that I wanted was to show is in extension to what I am going to show now, right? And where the DPP, right, is now saying that the police Basically, what the DPP is saying that the police didn't have to listen to her. The police could go ahead and charge her, charge the politician who was supposed to be charged. The politicians that I speaking about right now, this is a situation that involved in conspiracy to commit murder, right? And where the DPP as it relates to the investigators, and remember, the investigators are no light investigators. The investigators, you have investigators like Leslie Green, right? He was from the Scotland Yard, right? Scotland Yard police. So you must know that those are apex investigators. And he is saying, you understand, that Paula Llewellyn was derelict in her duty. That is what he was saying. And Paula Llewellyn should have joined with him investigating the case to charge the member of parliament. But no, Paula Llewellyn not interested in that, because Paula Llewellyn is there to protect the Jamaican Labour Party corruption, and that's why I wanted that clip was to open. That's why I wanted that clip was to open. But anyway, let me show you an extension of that information. Let us go to the Jamaica DPP cops put up my advice. And hear the foolishness what the DPP say.
Yeah, let me just make sure it's been shared.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let us look at this, my Jamaican people. I want to tell you, because we want to know why Paula Llewellyn still want to hang on onto the office after the Constitutional Court, right, booted her, kicked her out of the office, because that's what it is. DPP, cops could have ignored my advice and arrested MP on their own. People see that. I know me, I make up anything. So I don't want any GLP dieted. You understand? Wanting to say mystic sensation, making up stuff. There it is, people. I mean, no, I see it. This is what the DPP is saying. Cops could have ignored my advice and arrested MP on their own. Now, just imagine, people. I'll play a clip where the DPP at her conference speaking about financial case to be investigated and other cases that to be investigated, and the DPP, we all hear it, people, where the DPP said it is a prudent DPP work in collaboration with the investigator and should be joined at the hip in working these cases. And I mean, say it, that comes out of the mouth of Paula Llewellyn. Paula Llewellyn said it is a prudent prosecutor, prudent investigators work together, right? So then now, here is what Paula Llewellyn is saying here. So, DPP, cops could have ignored my advice and arrested MP on their own. Want to see the big old dirty hypocrite she is? Want to see the hypocrite she is? Using the office conveniently, right? And only punishing poor people. But when it comes to Jamaica Labour Party member of parliament, she take away herself. No, they show no the evidence, people. DPP, cops could have ignored my advice and arrested MP on their own. Let us go along in the meat of the matter. And this is 2016, Now, there she is. Now, Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Paula Llewellyn, says the Jamaica Constabulary Force could have ignored her recommendation and brought charges against parliamentarian James Robertson. I'm glad I want to call his name. I want to call his name, but I want to call his name, so I call it too. Against parliamentarian James Robertson over the 2011 findings of a criminal investigation. James Robertson. Okay. The DPP issued a statement to the Gleaner this morning in response to a Miami Herald story. The very same story that I was trying to open up, people. So she's now referring to the story that I was trying to open up. So this gleaner covers what I wanted was to open up. So from the Miami Herald. So this will show you that, right, our thing is 100% factual. So the DPP issued a statement to the Gleaner this morning in response to a Miami Herald story quoting former Assistant Commissioner of Police Les Green. The case leads investigator as saying there was sufficient evidence to bring charges against the Jamaica Labour Party representative of St. Thomas Western. That's why James Robertson, that's why I'm not going and say no. That's why I'm not going. So government badness, the word I want to use. Government badness. Llewellyn said in June 2011, her office sent its opinion to Green, raising question about the credibility of the witness and the need for independent corroborative material. Right? But you should work with Green. You shouldn't decide on a case. That's not for you to decide on. You should make the judge decide on that. Put the case in the court and make the judge decide on it. But guess what? I GLP, political friends. So what you do? You understand? They try to influence the police officers to drop the case. This is what you are doing. Llewellyn said in 2011, her office sent its opinion to Green, raising question about the credibility of the witness and the need for independent corroborative material. You should make the judge worry about this, Paula Llewellyn, not you. However, the DPP said she reminded the dead senior cop that the JCF had the power to bring charges if it felt they were needed. Les Green at the time, Paula Llewellyn, want to work with you. She want both of you to decide on the case. So nobody go on like, you understand, you're smart. Right? Because she didn't want to pursue the case. No, it is unfortunate that Mr. Green, as according to Paula Llewellyn, open court. It is unfortunate that Mr. Green, in his recounting to the Miami Herald, may have suffered from a lapse of memory here of Dear Wicked, causing him to be less than fulsome. You understand? The man not tell no lie. The man not tell the truth. Reads the DPP statement. Now, she also said the investigators have not submitted any further details of her office after the concerns were raised about the quality of the evidence and the witness. Yes, you want the police officer to drop the case. And that you want the police officer to take with that.
But you see what she did there as well as she did.
You understand? Corrupted. Yeah. Right? So when we are tasked and the DPP corrupted, you understand? We have the evidence now. Yes, we have the evidence. You understand? So you stay out of the office now, Paul. You know, but I go back in there, you know. You understand? Because Les Green, the Scotland Yard ex-police officer, Scotland Yard, apex investigator, right? Said you are corrupt. And me saying, Les Green said you are corrupt because what Les Green said, there are more than sufficient evidence to charge the men.
But let me say something. When anybody catch her in a wrongdoing, instead of speaking to the issue at hand, she goes on to character assassination.
Yes.
Because she's trying to say that the man is suffering from some memory deficiency. And same thing she did with Miss Pike, to say Miss Pike was bad mind and what she's talking about her inefficiencies.
Right? When people talking about her corruption, not inefficiencies, her corruption, right? Talking about Miss Pike, because Miss Pike want to lead, right? Yeah. I see them too when they talk about Andrew Holness house. Andrew Holness talk about people bad mind. That's how you behave, you know. You understand? The GLP status quo is there. That's how you behave. Right? Now you want to say, right, that the police, right, lapse in memory. The apex police, Scotland Yard. You understand? Scotland Yard material we are talking about. You understand? Police who carefully dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Right? Les Green said you have all the evidence that you could charge the member of parliament. Right? But what you want to do? Take away yourself. Take away yourself. And want let's go in to drop the case. You understand? This is how corrupt you are, Paul Llewellyn. Now, yes, as we are going to step into the Integrity Commission report, because that is what I am very much interested in. You understand? To reveal the names of these people who are corrupt as. Let me tell you something on Holness. The amount of corruption when they are case in SD. And when we reveal them, the amount of corruption that your government is covering up. The amount of corruption. There is no way. There is no way. Let me tell you something. Any member of parliament, any Jamaica Labour Party member of parliament survived the general election, right, is really good. Because the amount of corruption you have, right, not one member of parliament should win them seat. Not even one should win them seat, right, because you are corrupted. Now, let us explain something, because last week, right, remember when I revealed the report, VAS, PNP VAS was in that report, and we knew that, I want to set the record straight here, because PNP look somebody for pine pan. You understand what I say? Yeah, they might look somebody for pine pan. Now, let me just make this clear. The situation with VAS is that he missed, right, his statutory declaration. I think it is either 2019 or 2020.
2019, he was late with a document.
2019.
His accountant died.
Yes, 2019, he was late with a document because his accountant died. And you know that was the COVID period, right? Because I see a lot of people putting up stuff on TikTok. Let me tell them, TikTok, I don't even know what to call it. Right? But let me say this to you. The situation with Mr. VAS has nothing to do with illicit enrichment. Get that in your head space. It has nothing to do with any illicit enrichment. And so then, okay, the Integrity Commission did what they're supposed to do. And so then I am not going to cast any blame on the Integrity Commission. But I hope when the GLP, right, basket ready to put out in the judiciary, I hope you don't hear any noise. You see how Mr. VAS went there, right? Did not waste the court time, but yes, he missed to tender that, and he admitted
late filing, so
because of a late filing, and he admitted to the late filing, and he settled that in court, right? So now that's okay, right? That's okay. It has nothing to do with any finger submitting of taxpayers' money, right? So I want to make that clear. Now, people, let us now turn our eyes to the Integrity Commission investigation report. So let me say this to the people before I start to get into the report. I am going to release some names today. On Friday, we are going to release the names. And we are going to continue, release the names. And if we buck up on the illicit 6, you know some mystic sensation now, but hesitate to push it out, Push it out there, and make the public know. You understand? Don't bother believe. My people are following me. With me. And you know what? I have not even read this thing because I want to be surprised, just like how you surprised, right? So I did not pre-read it before I come on here, right? So everything that I'm going to open up right? The first time that you're going to see it is the first time I'm going to see it, right? Because you know I have a lot of things and I didn't go through it. So let us now get into, you understand, the report. All right, without any further ado, where we stop with last week we stopped at McLeod. So we are going to start with Javon Davis. These are from KSMC?
Yes, all of those are from KSMC.
Okay, so what we are going to do, we're going to fling out some of them from KSMC. All right, let us get into it because the people that want to know who corrupt.
All right, so I just make sure it is being shared. And I think when I open it up, I have to reshare what I open up. Hold on. 1 second, guys, because I have to reshare the document when I open it up. Here it is tab instead. Yep.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Go. All right. Let us get into it, people. Okay. Investigation report into concerns that Mr. Javon Davis, an employee of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSMC, failed to submit its statutory declarations to the Integrity Commission for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. Now, just imagine, you know, people want to, before we even get into this, now, you know, look on VARS, you know. Look at VARS situation, you know. VARS only missed one time, you know, which is 2019, you know. Miss only one time. Now, and yet, it has nothing to do with illicit enrichment. But let us go into this, you know, to short arm. Javon Davis missed 2019, 2020, 2021 in breach of the Integrity Commission Act. Now let us get into the investigation. Okay, summary 1. Summary of investigation and findings. This investigation report by the Director of Investigation is in relation to concern that Mr. Javon Davis, an employee of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, failed without reasonable cause to file statutory declarations with the Integrity Commission hereinafter the Commission for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. It was found that Mr. Javon Davis was required to file the reference statutory declarations with the Commission at the material time and having failed to do so, contravene Section 43 of the Integrity Commission Act, hereinafter the Integrity Commission Act. Why was this investigation conducted? This investigation was commenced based on a referral by the Director of Information and Complaints on behalf of the Commissioner Integrity Commission. The referral indicated that Mr. Javon Davis is in breach of the Integrity Commission Act by virtue of his failure to file its statutory declarations with the Commission for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. Okay, let us get down here. During the investigation, officers of the Investigation Division pursued the following lines of inquiry action. A. Obtain information and witness statements from the responsible officers at Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation and Information and Complaints Division of the Integrity Commission. Right? Who is the concerned public official pertinent to this investigation? Of course, Mr. Javon Davis, an employee of the KSMC, is a concerned public official. Okay, so let us look now what they here. Mr. Javon Davis, if you didn't know, let me make you know now. The Director of Investigators sought to establish the following in respect of the declarant, Mr. Davis, whether he had a legal obligation to file statutory declarations with the Commission of the years 2019, 2020, and 2021, and if so, whether that obligation was discharged. His non-compliance would constitute an offense under the ICA and recommendations are to be made to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. So you hear that? Recommendations are to be made to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. You must know why, reveal your 2019, 2020, and 2021 statutory declaration. Take that away and let us move to the next victim. Let us move to the next victim.
Okay.
All right, people. Wife is searching for the next victim there.
Make sure I close out the other one so I don't make a mistake with opening the wrong one. There we go. All right, so.
Okay, so this is the second one?
Yeah. I'll have to go back to share.
Okay, let's share it.
Guys, to go back to share each time.
I want book up the illicit 6. But then me want book up in this report.
Yeah? What this thing is that one. Yep.
All right, which one this now? Still KSMNC?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's Donovan Thompson. There we go.
Okay, and they are seeing it, right?
Yeah.
200?
Yeah.
Okay, investigation report into concern that Mr. Donovan Thompson, an employer, Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSMAC, failed to submit its statutory declarations to the Integrity Commission for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. The mama just decide say them now fight. Them just decide say them now fight in breach of the Integrity Commission Act. But what kind of piece of slap is going on this place here? You understand? Them just, this, hold on. This is government banishment. The investigation report by the Director of Investigation is in relation to concern that Mr. Donovan Thompson, an employee of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSMAC, failed without reasonable cause to file statutory declarations with the Integrity Commission, hearing after the Commission for the year 2019, 2020, and 2021. It was found that Mr. Donovan Thompson was required to file the reference statutory declarations with the Commission at the material time, and having failed to do so, contravened Section 43 of the Integrity Commission Act. All right. So we back over this again. Obtain witness statement. All right, let us see the recommendation. Okay. So the Director of Investigation, right, sought to establish the following in respect of the declarant, Mr. Thompson, whether he had a legal obligation to file statutory declarations with the Commissioner for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. Yes, right, he's supposed to file. And if so, whether that obligation was discharged, the obligation was not discharged. His non-compliance constitutes an offense under the ICA, and recommendations are to be made to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. So, big man, line up yourself. Line up yourself. You understand? Line up yourself, Mr. Donovan Thompson, for face court proceedings. Line up yourself anywhere you're there. If you hear this, knowing say, you understand? The case gone to the corruption prosecutor. You understand? For line up yourself, for going to the court. All right, we're not wrong, we don't know. Yes. We are dashing out there. John Public need for throwing out. Yes, we are throwing out there. We are getting into the next one. How much of them we are doing tonight? People in the mobile.
All right, you can go down to 3, kind of 4. What's the next? We'll go work on that.
Okay. So we just go do this and close it.
Yeah, you can go share. Charles is a different entity.
Okay. So we just finish this and we'll just close it now.
You can continue.
Now I get confused now.
I'm talking about the amount for them.
Then, yes, so I could just deal with this. Let's bring all the stick to them. Just close out. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, so investigation report into concerns that Miss Cheryl Robinson, an employee of Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSMC, failed to submit her statutory declarations to the Integrity Commission for the period 2019, 2020, and 2021. People, what I want you to realize is the consistency with all of these KSMC people has not filed from 2019, 2020, 2021 in breach of the Integrity Commission Act. Wow. Let us get into the investigation summary. This investigation report of the Director of Investigation is in relation to the concern that Ms. Cheryl Robinson, an employee of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSMC, failed without reasonable cause to file statutory declarations with Integrity Commission hearing after the Commission for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. It was found that Ms. Cheryl Robinson was required to file the reference statutory declarations with the Commission at the mentioned time, and having failed to do so, contravened Section 43 of the Integrity Commission Act, herein after ICA. Oh boy. Let us get down to see the recommendation. Okay, during the investigation, officers of the Investigation Division pursued the following lines of inquiry: obtain information and witness statement from the responsible officers at the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation and Information and Complaint Division of the Integrity Commission. Let us see the recommendation, because we are interested in the recommendation. Okay, the Director of Investigation start to establish the following in respect of the declarant, Ms. Robinson, whether she had a legal obligation to file statutory declarations with the Commission of years 2019, 2020, and 2021, and if so, whether that obligation was discharged. Her non-compliance constitute an offense under the ICA, and recommendations are to be made to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. So let me just tell her, because might be she out and about, they live comfortable life. So Ms. Cheryl Robinson, kindly known that you are recommended to face prosecution. Right, Ms. Cheryl Robinson? You are recommended to face prosecution. Take that away, honey, and go to the next. Okay. So bringing out 6.
Okay, so you want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
One more on this list, and then because I have to go through the other two.
Okay.
Okay, let's do one more. And this person.
Oh, big one, this one. Oh, the one a big one. The one a big. The one a man. The one a big one. Boss. The one a big. All right. 100. It's a picture, John.
Here.
All right, people. Let us get into this one, people. Investigation report into concern that Miss Cheryl Blair, administrative assistance, Petrojam, failed to file her statutory declaration with the Commission for the period 2019. All right. Okay. People, right here, I'm going to cease reading this, because if you notice what it says here, this publication, until tabled in Parliament, shall be confidential.
Okay. Let me get out of it from.
So let us come out of that. All right, people. We are going to get into some confidential stuff as it relates to some reports that not yet tabled in Parliament. And I want to halt it there. I will be going now, as a result of seeing that, I'll be going through the report for the ones that are tabled. because at that point, I have to put a check on it, right, as it relates to the confidentiality where that is. You understand? It has not been tabled in the parliament. So I am going to cease where that is concerned as it relates to the possibility of legal issues, right? Because we don't want to cross the line, right? So what I'm going to do now, this is going to have me now get into certain other reports and select those reports, right? And then come back on Friday, you understand, and read out those reports accordingly. So we are going to, be obedient, be respectful to certain process, right? Where that is, and making sure that we are not breaching, right, what made public as it relates to what being tabled, but however, mainstream media choose not to carry them out, right? Our mainstream media may not have gotten them. Let me say that because I don't want to say mainstream media got the report and they did not report it. I don't know if mainstream media have what I have. But you understand, I'm just putting it out there for the public, for public information, public consumption, right? So where it is stated, where certain things not gone through the parliament, right? Not tabled through the parliament, you understand, I'm going to put a halt on that, right? And seek further advice or some legal advice. And right there, so, to see if I can go ahead. You understand? Because it's in my hand, if I can go ahead and read out what needs to be read out. You understand? Because domestic sensation now keep down anything. All right. Now let us get into the last few clips here. Now, Friday we are going to come back with this report again. You understand? This time I'm going to take some time to get through it by Friday, right? And you understand, put out some more information where this report is concerned. Now, I am going to warn Andrew Holness on these few clips that I have left. And one of the reasons why I'm going to warn Andrew Holness, because we understand how 1980 election went, right? And where, Edward Philip George Siaga stated that if him can't get it by the ballot, he's going to get it by the bullet. For people who remember that, Siaga said that out time out. If it is not by the ballot, it is by the bullet. Now, I am going to show something, and I'm warning Andrew Holness not to carry our country down that path. Andrew, I know you know that the country, right, definitely pull away from you. Right? I know you understand that. I know you're not stupid. You understand that. Country, pull away from you. But let me show people some concerns that I have. Right? And I'm calling them out now because I have the right to protect my people. So I am calling them out now, right? To make sure that you don't proceed, right, down that path to have a 1980 2.0 election. Let me warn that to the Jamaica Labour Party. Let me warn that to Jamaica Labour Party. People have the right to vote. It's a democratic country. A democratic country. I know why I'm warning. Now let us open this clip.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's make sure it's been shared.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Security fear. April 26, 2024. So I am not reading something that gone from last year. And this is one of the reasons why I'm bringing this out. I'm not reading anything that happened last year. And this is one of the reasons why I'm speaking out loud and clear. Security fear. Redundancies hang over team that detects guns, ammunition at ports. By Jason Cross, Observer Staff Reporter. People want to see the amount of gun, look on them. Look on the amount of gun that coming into our ports. People are wanting to look, What I'm seeing here, weapon of mass destruction, this. Right? A1 assault rifle, Thompson Tommy machine gun, right? And all these serious weapons. Shipment of illegal guns and ammunition like this are usually detected by Port Management Security Limited team. A group of men and women whose expertise has helped to prevent the importation of illegal guns and ammunition at the nation's ports are fearing the worst for the country's national security as their positions are being made redundant. People, let me warn that back, let me read back that out, because the people them find out the cash flow of weapons coming in, right? The people them job made redundant. Let me warn Andrew Holness, Let me warn Andrew Holness. Let me warn the Jamaica Labour Party government, You let me warn the Jamaica Labour Party government, Where you are taking our country. Now, if the people, if the expert found the guns and you made them redundant, what is happening in our country? Let me read it to our people. I'm not going to get it in our brain. A group of men and women whose expertise has helped to prevent the importation of illegal guns and ammunition at the nation's ports are fearing the worst for the country's national security as their positions are being made redundant because them never have to bust them gun here. The more than 60 employees of Port Management Security Limited, PMSL, most of whom have military background, say they have been trying to get a meeting with Port Authority of Jamaica, PAJ President and CEO Professor Gordon Shirley in order to avoid what they predict will be a big problem as the services they provide will be transferred to Jamaica Customs Agency. We want the government and the people of this country to know what is happening to us. They have been saying they will meet with us and it never happens. So we can't sit and wait for that to happen, for them to get the advantage, because that is the strategy they use as a means to keep us quiet. One of the workers told the Jamaica Observer on Wednesday, he claimed that custom officers do not possess the skills that the PMSL team has in identifying guns and other contraband that are usually cleverly hidden in packages arriving at the ports. We are the ones who find the guns on the wharf. Every single gun find. The more than 60 guns that were found recently, it wasn't the police and it wasn't customs. They don't have the experience like us, he said. They are going to put the security of the country at risk because they are bringing in people who don't have the knowledge. They want the gun to come in here. We are being shafted. We have a government. So PAJ and customs by themselves shouldn't be in a position to make a decision that will put the country at risk. He insisted. Andrew Holness, you need to get on top of this. Mark Golden, I am asking you, please. I'm asking you, please, Margolin, right, to get on top of this situation here. Right? Another member of the team said that they won't stop pressing until someone sits and has dialogue with them about the way forward. We are going to take some kind of action. Someone must say we are going to talk to these guys. From day one, they decided they want to make us redundant. Even Custom has said they are not talking to us. They had no plan for us, so we don't care about them anymore. Said that it's going to work out. The observer efforts to get a comment on the matter from Professor Shirley were futile as his phone rang without any answer. Now answer. Take that away. Now, people, take that away, honey. Let me talk to my Jamaican people then. Let me talk to my Jamaican people then. My Jamaican people. Now, my Jamaican people. Here it is. Here it is that we have a serious predicament. And let me ask the question. Right? Janet Jones said our borders are open. What is going on? That if you have persons who are going to stop weapons from coming in, and as such, this Jamaica Labour Party government and the Jamaica Labour Party government, right, is making those people redundant. For what purpose? What is the purpose, or what are the purposes? Why that is so? This is a very serious situation. Am I to understand that the government is being lenient and tolerant as it relates to the situation of guns coming through, and the government is looking left? And why the government is looking left? Is that I need to understand? Is that Jamaica people need to understand? Are we reading it correctly? Are we interpreting it well? Is my interpretation is limited to what I just read? So then tell me, right? These people who have the expertise, what are the reasons given to have them redundant? First, I remember Harris Strong says that over 200 guns come in the country monthly. Whose guns are they? And he's security minister. Just look at that. No, look at that. Now, I have a deep suspicion. And the reason why I have a deep suspicion is because of the next document that I will I'm going to present to show us Jamaican that something no look good with the government. Something no look good. Something no right. Something smell from a distance. Now, let us put out the next document to remind people to have that in the back of our heads. Now, lift the next document.
Okay. The video for that won't open either. But the little snippet is there. Apparently the video is taken off.
It's here. All right.
Hold on. Just zoom in because apparently they weren't seeing the picture from the other one.
I want the people to zoom in. I want to know what is going on. Now, 320 pipe bombs found in Kingston West, October 19, 2023. And here in 2024, we have guns being found coming in, and the persons who helping us to find the guns have been made redundant. They want to make them redundant. Come and talk to me now, people. What is this? It appears that the criminals in Jamaica are advancing their weaponry, as 320 devices suspected to be explosives were discovered at a location on Darling Street in Kingston Western. People, the location is important for us to understand any sort of political strategy that is formulating. In a recent media release, the police confirmed this finding. They revealed that a joint police and military intelligence operation guided by high-quality intelligence led to the discovery on Monday, October 16. Yet, regardless of the military intelligence, joint military intelligence, their intelligence today has not landed them in any arrest or any explanation as it relates to their military intelligence. The police have acknowledged that the public may be interested in the discovery, but they emphasize that the situation is sensitive and certain specific details cannot be shared at this time. It's worth noting that the experts are currently conducting chemical tests to determine the exact nature of the substance found. And from the day the expert been doing this, going over a year, nothing being explained. No one being found. Huh. Take that away. Let us ask the people some questions. Because tonight is Tuesday, and that would be my last clip presenting. But let us argue a bit, people. Let us argue a bit, because I am sensing something right from a distance. 320 pipe bombs, right, found in West Kingston. Nowhere else in Jamaica. Nowhere else. Found in West Kingston. You have military experts, so-called savvy policemen, apex investigators, who have been doing chemical tests on those 320 pipe bombs from God he knows. It is the longest test being done as far as me concerned, right? Going absolutely up to a year. And none of these entities can come out and tell the Jamaican people what is the status? What is the status of those 320 pipe bombs today? We have seen that the Jamaican Labour Party has moved savagely towards the Westmoreland people. Right? We have seen where they are facilitating the elites and their friends, hooking up a big hotel development project, right? And the NWC main line sabotaging, right, people in the Westmoreland area to get water. We have seen all of these things, right? And I'm not blaming no one else but put the blame at Andrew Holness' feet, because that's where the blame supposed to lie. Andrew Holness, you are the leader of the country. You are the prime minister. And you, the prime minister, you are the chief protector of Jamaica. The people trust you, Andrew Holness. The people trust you, but you're a bishop. The people trusted you. Trust is gone. Right? It's in the past. To protect us. And you, Andrew Holness, exposing us to the uttermost danger. Right? 320 pipe bombs. And you, the prime minister, is not getting on top of that. You don't realize that the people need answer. You don't realize that the people are still weary to know that we have election pending. Right? And what are the plans? What are the plans? Are the plans that you have? Let me ask the question if no one don't want to ask it. Are you planning to create mayhem if the people don't vote for you? Is that what you are planning, Andrew Holness? Yes. Is that what you are planning, to create mayhem in the country? So let me warn you, because we are looking on these things. We are analyzing them. We are looking on the MO of the Jamaica Labour Party, the modus operandi of the Jamaica Labour Party. We are seeing the patterns exist. Right? We have seen it. We have seen the cruelty from the 1970s. We have seen more than 100 old ladies and old men being put to death, fiery grave, done by the Jamaica Labour Party. For what? For what reason? For the purpose of winning an election. Forcing your political philosophy on us. Forcing capitalism on us. We reject you. You are the demon of Jamaica society, and we are rejecting you, Andrew Holness. Right? We are rejecting you to go to the pit of hell, where you belong, where you rightfully belong. And so then we are not going to stand and have you utilizing your political strategy, your reverse psychology. Jamaican people are pulling away from you. And I want you to know this. And I'm warning you, don't pull the Jamaican people down that pathway. We want to have a peaceful election. So we are speaking what we are speaking. Right? Wayne Evans, so the father, so the son, Eddie Conjo, exactly. So tonight, you know, I am putting out that warning. And as of now, every time that I appear, I will be putting that warning because we are here to protect our people. Our people, Andrew Holness, has the right to vote for who they want to vote for. This is a democratic country.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech is a must.
Fear of losing their jobs.
Right? And here you are, you have people at the airport. Professional people are saying because that they are stopping the weapons from coming into the country, they are now put on the redundant list. They are now put on the redundant list. These are people who are keeping up the security. You said, Andrew Holness, that when you come in power, people could sleep with their door opens. And now, what we see now that guns coming through the airport, being stopped by our people, and now they have been put on redundant. What is going on? What is going on? Right? It is that Mystic Sensation saying that. Mystic Sensation just read from a mainstream media. Right? Just read from the printing. So then I am not spreading any propaganda. That's why we put it up as the people can see it and know some Mystic Sensation not spreading any propaganda. Anything where we pull from facts. We pull from the source. So I am just saying, I don't know what your plans are, Andrew Holness. And I am not saying that you are planning these things, so let me say that right. But I am saying that anyhow these stars are linger, please just avoid them. Right? Because now we have not heard anything on the 220 pipe bombs. Even Joy. Now people have to sleep with their eyes open. Exactly, Yvonne. Right? Now everything that you promised that you are going to deliver, as we speak today, you have not delivered, Andrew Holness. And as a result of that, the people are stepping away from you. Right? No more of the lies, no more of the promises can work. Right? They're all failed. Right? Tell him, Mystic, you hear the prayer him read for the Jamaican people and don't know right prayer for him. Who that write a prayer for him? Exactly. Because he admitted in the prayer that he has sinned against the Jamaican people. But prayer is not going to help him. Prayer is not going to help him. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me say, it's always a pleasure. We are not going to stop from fight. Because we are not fighting behind any curtains, you know. You understand? Yeah, we are fight because we love the Jamaican people. And we love Jamaica. No, we're not better than you. You understand? I tell you that because I have the opportunity to travel to multiple countries. Right? And I can say that Jamaica, my place, you understand, is a paradise. And we don't want Andrew Holness and his minions to mash up this. You understand? Because we have a future back home. Right? And so then we are fighting to defend our Jamaican brothers and our Jamaican sisters. We are going to be the Paul Bogle. We are going to be the Nanny. We are going to be the Marcus Garvey. Yes, our voice must be heard. Right? And we deserve a good governance once and for all, moving forward. Time come. Yes, my Jamaican people, I am out. And remember, Friday, tune in, right? It's always a wonderful pleasure to speak with my people. Always a wonderful pleasure to make sure that we are here defending our people, because it's for you who are supporting us, giving us the energy to go on and continue the fight. We have to speak for those who cannot speak. We are the voices for those who are silent. We are the voices for those who suppressed as it relates to Section 53, subsection 3. We are the voices for all of those who are oppressed and suppressed under this cruel and wicked government. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, right, Millicent, we have to wonder who his supporter, who is behind this plan to cause mayhem on our people. We really have to think. Thank you, Millicent. But I am glad that our Jamaican people are listening. Right? Our Jamaican people are listening. For them who worry about us in saying that we are the problem, we are showing our people that we are not the problem. We are bringing the evidence for them to see. Right? Not the lies to be told to them. We are telling them the truth. Right? And so then we have likes like, of course, Aromatic. We have likes like Wayne Lonesome, Rattigan, right? Jamaican Carlos, right? Andre Stevenson, and all of those who are bearing, giving evidence, right? Bearing the truth, right? Against the wicked and suppressive government, right? Thank you, Ron Mystic Sensation. Go ahead, live.
Good night, Mystic. Good night.
Good night, my lovely sister.
Good evening. Good evening. You know, so something I want you investigate for me. I'm going to highlight.
Yes.
You know, there's an hotel. I'm going to tell you the name of the hotel, but not on the air.
Okay, yes.
What do you do? Listen, going on, I want the world to listen.
All right.
They employ you and give you 3-month contract. Listen keenly. Some get 3 months, some get 6 months. Then give you health care, then give you lunch and breakfast, depends on your shift or whatever. Then, at the end of the 3 months or the 6 months, you get 2-week break. When you are going on your 2-week break, listen key, and this puzzle me. You have to carry the uniform. 3 months, you know? 6 months, you have to carry the uniform. When you get a 2-month break, 2-week break, if you're not getting a call within 5 days, that means they're not to take you back. I'm going to tell you the hotel, but I'm not tell you about here.
You know what? I want you to, don't tell me that you want to call me, call me, I want you to call me and talk to me after the year with this. This is something that I want, you understand, to dig for you, right? So make sure you call me and give me all the information that you need to give me. All right?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get more deeper.
Please. All right.
So after a mistake, these are the things that happening to Jamaica, Jamaicans in Jamaica.
Under the Andrew Holness government.
So-called foreign investors come and say them are invest. How can you give a human being a job 3 months? And when you say I said in Pambridge, to one the Ministry of Labour, and this constitution change for? And this is where people out there slave. Anyway, me that class, but me have to make you know. Me call you.
Yes.
And tell you.
Please.
Somebody out there, the parish way out there.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What a wickedness, man. What a wickedness. And see Millicent put it up there, and this is what them add and as it relates to them employment statistic poll, right? But unemployment is down, right? These are the wickedness. under Jamaica Labour Party government, under Andrew Holness. This man is literally worse than Hitler. So then, my people, as I said, okay, Prince, you want to call it?
Okay, guys. So also remember to support the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation, and you can go to ojdlf.org to make your donation to the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation. This is a mechanism to hold those in government accountable. So need the funds. As you know, it is been led by Mr. Wilfred Rattigan. So you can also go over to his YouTube channel, and he has a barcode that you can scan and also get to that page so that you can donate. And remember that on March 10th, we have the demonstration in New York. Sorry, not March, sorry, May 10th. It's 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Jamaican Consulate, located at 300 East 42nd Street in New York. And Saturday, Mr. Rattigan will speak more on that. And remember that the T-shirts are also available for purchase. Can contact Mr. Rattigan as well as Mr. Wayne Lonesome for further details regarding the T-shirts, especially for those in Canada. You can contact Mr. Lonesome for information regarding the T-shirts, because we know the time is drawing close. And if you cannot be there in person, at least support virtually online, because the numbers count. We want the numbers to be really big numbers out there, both online and present physically on May 10th.
All right. And guys, remember that, Tuesday, right, and Friday, you have Mystic Sensation. On Thursday, we have the Titans. That is, the Titan boss, Wayne Lonesome, right, Mystic Sensation, and Aromatic. That on Thursday, the real fire engagement. So, right, be mindful of that, right, to, you understand, come out and support the Titans on Thursday. All right, so this is where we ended, and we want to say a big thanks to you to pass through and, as always, supporting us, right? We really appreciate of you all. All right, Rosalie, let the truth be known. Wisdom is knowledge. It is eye-opening for the people of Jamaica and our nation building. Of course, you're so correct, Rosalie, right? So there it is. Carol Gale, just like how them train the soldiers and send them back on the streets. What a wickedness. I am telling you. Vicious. This Jamaica Labour Party government is vicious. Right?
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in.
All right.
As usual, we don't take you coming over for granted, because there's so many other channels out there you could have also been supporting, and you chose to be with us, and you could have been doing something else with your Tuesday night, because it's during the week people have to work the following day. So we thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for your continued love of country, brethren and sisters, and we are going to stand resolute, because we want accountability, good governance, and transparency and integrity within our leadership. So we are going to continue the fight. As long as you guys continue to turn up and give the support, then we know that we can continue on, and make sure you share so that more people can be informed, because we want to make sure brothers and sisters are educated, so when the time comes, they can make the right decision, because they have been informed, they are aware. And when people are informed and aware, they can make more educated decisions.
Okay, and finally, let me go by saying this. We don't want a prime minister where a statutory declaration cannot be certified. We don't want a prime minister who cannot explain his wealth. Plain and simple. Prime Minister, you cannot explain your wealth. You are not fit to lead no one. No one. You have no moral order. Right? We don't need a prime minister who can't submit a statutory declaration and the statutory declaration certified. So then, we want a Mark Golding who submit our statutory declaration and our statutory declaration certified. And we don't want a government who suppress holding down information, because the truth be told, we are watching out for the Prime Minister 2023 statutory declaration. Mystic Sensation is going to be the first person to jump on that, right? He's the first person who is going to get into that. So we are waiting for your 2023 statutory declaration. So then we need to hear something on it. All right.
Okay.
So
all right.
people, bless up. See you on Friday, right? Out.
All right. Good night, guys.